What's going on, guys? It's Caden here, just bringing you a quick video. I said I was going to make an update on my 6 months post-op, as well as I'll throw in my 16 months on T, since I haven't made a testosterone update video in a while. So I'm just going to kind of go through the stuff that's going on with my healing process and with my transition process right now. I am, I think, 6 weeks into my cut now, so that's going pretty well for me. I've definitely tightened up a little bit, so I'm feeling a little bit better. But yeah, let's go. This is 6 months post-op. This lighting is terrible. So yeah, 6 months. I'm really happy with all the work that Dr. Garamoni did, and just like the way that everything's healing up so far. I know I mentioned in one of my earlier videos that my scars had blown out a little bit from working out too early. And as you guys know, I continue to lift every day, so didn't really give those a chance to kind of like stay narrow, but I'm okay with it. It's really not bad. Like this lighting's really bad, so sorry, but as you can see, like I have some blowout right here, and it tends to be like just in the middle. The front of the scars aren't too bad, and the back of the scars aren't too bad, and those drain holes closed up. So all in all, very happy with it, very happy with the location of the scar, and he placed them like pretty much in the exact spot that I wanted them, right under the pec, so that if you see like when I flex, it kind of goes underneath, so when they kind of grow a little bit, it'll kind of like just get underneath there, so it won't show so much. Yeah, that's basically where I'm at with that. One thing I noticed the other day was that I really can't tell the difference between like my nipple grafts and my like regular skin. Scars are kind of numb when I touch them. Like there's not really, I don't have a whole lot of feeling there. Like I can feel it obviously, but I feel it more on like my hand that's touching my scar rather than my scar feeling my hand, if that makes any sense. The nipple grafts in general, they get kind of sore every once in a while, which I think is just the fact that it's still new skin. It's only 6-month-old skin, but I mean they healed very well, if you can see around them. I mean they're great. Like I'm very happy with the placement, is exactly right. They healed really well. So yeah, but what I was going to say is I don't have any sensation, so that's one of the things that will happen when you decide to get nipple grafts rather than getting a different kind of surgery where they don't manipulate your nipples at all. But I'm really glad I did it. He resized them, put them back on, so I'm really happy with that. You can also get them tattooed if you don't care, but obviously you're not going to have sensation that way either. So I don't really care. I didn't have a ton of sensation in them before, so it doesn't really bother me, but for some people that bothers. As far as scar treatment goes, I know I mentioned this earlier in one of my earlier post-op videos, I think, was that I had kind of stopped doing scar treatment pretty early on. So I did scar treatment for the first like month or two with it was like ScarGuard scar gel that I bought from Dr. Garamoni. It was pretty expensive, honestly, and in my opinion just wasn't working very well. I also just like went through a really bad post-op depression, which I know I've talked about before, so I just really didn't care, and I wasn't doing a whole lot of self-care with my scars, which obviously affects you later on. You can't really reverse that. But now I'm using bio oil once a day. Usually you're supposed to use it twice. This lighting, man, it's just terrible. There we go. Looks kind of like that. I just rub it on after my shower. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like they're kind of getting lighter. They're getting less raised, I think. So a little bit less noticeable. But I like this stuff. It feels good. It smells good. So, and I know a couple of guys have used this pretty successfully. So I know I'll never get rid of the scars, and that doesn't bother me at all. I mean, this is part of who I am, and I don't really care. So I'm just trying to kind of lighten them a little bit with bio oil. So that's what I'm doing for that. As far as testosterone goes, my levels were around 600 last time we checked them, so they were okay. But that was a couple months ago, and since then I've started training again. Everything, like my diet for my cut, has been different, and I've started to feel that kind of weird sickness that you guys have heard me talk about 100 times. So I'm hoping they're not getting too out of control. I'm probably going to go back for a level check pretty soon. But as far as like any changes that are going on, my metabolism definitely slowed down. I think that had to do with like the fact that I stopped training for a while and everything. So that's not a big deal. But as far as just like general things, it's mostly just been facial hair. Like I mean, you can see the difference. Like I said, you could see it in the camera in my 1 year video, and then I watched that the other day, and I was like, you really can't see anything. But now you can. I mean, definitely. I'm almost like all the way connected on the sides too. It's just like that one little pesky area that doesn't fill in, and then nothing comes in like right here either, and like on the front of my chin still. But I mean, it's fairly dark underneath. So pretty excited about that. I mean, that I actually have like real facial hair going on. So I think that's like really it. I mean, as far as everything else, I mean, I guess like my body's getting more hairy too. Like I have like little chest hairs now, but you can't see them because this lighting is terrible. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, I think everything is like fairly stagnant at this point. It's just kind of like maintenance and upkeep. But I mean, I'm sure there will be a few more changes. My voice has definitely leveled out. I still voice crack every once in a while, but it's like it's fairly rare. And my voice is like definitely deeper than it was in the 1 year video. I thought it had stopped, but it's like deeper because I saw a couple friends who hadn't seen me in a while, and they commented on how much deeper it was. So yeah, everything's going well. Pretty happy with that. But just wanted to update you guys on kind of where my body's at right now. Like I said, this is about 6 weeks into my cut, so feeling really good about that. Probably jump into a lean bulk fairly soon, and get back to hitting it heavy. So yeah, see you guys later.